Hello children, good morning to you all. Yesterday I have taught you one poem in English, right? 4th class. I want you all to take out the textbook and sit with me. And one more thing I would like to tell you is, every day whenever you sit for the class, whenever you open your phone and sit for the class, be ready with your textbooks. English, social studies, both you keep ready with you, and then you start watching the video. So I would like to tell you to see the textbook, and first I am going to give you homework in that. Understand? Then we will proceed to the next bit. Today's date is 15. 8. Today, 11th, I'm sorry, 11th. First, what homework you are going to do? Today, you are going to write the poem. I hope you wrote or not. So once again I tell you, you are going to write the poem in your notebook, and you are going to learn the poem. So today onwards I am going to take up one more new social studies lesson. So we are doing with social studies lesson. We are doing with the social studies lesson. Okay. So in our social studies lesson, right from the beginning we dealt with the physical divisions of our country. We dealt with the physical divisions of our country, in which first I taught you about the Himalayan mountains, second northern plains, third great Indian desert, then fourth southern plateau, and fifth now coming to the coastal plains. We are going to learn about the India, the coastal plains and island groups. Last one it is. Coastal plain, fifth one, island groups, next one. So first today let us take the coastal plains. India, the coastal plains. India, the coastal plains we are going to know about today. Understand, this is one of the physical divisions of our country. Understand? So, first of all, you should know that we have already completed 4 physical divisions, everything, the notes, work, everything. And today we are going to start up with the physical division, one more physical division, or I can say 2 more physical divisions. They are the coastal plains plus the island groups. Okay. So, first of all, we are going to start with the coastal plains. Talking about the coastal plains, without textbook, let me first show you what is a coastal plain. So, suppose you do the map of India like this. Our coastal plain begins from here to, it is narrow like this here, and It is broader like this here. It starts with Gujarat and ends at West Bengal, the coastline of our country. Understand? So, here we have Arabian Sea. And here we have Bay of Bengal. And at the bottom we have Indian Ocean. Okay. Here it is west. Here it is east. Okay. So, by seeing this pattern, you can easily say that the southern part of India, half of India is triangular in shape. Like triangle. You can compare. It is like triangle, ulta triangle I can say. Like this. Okay. So, southern part of India is triangle in shape. In the north, it is broader like this. From Gujarat it starts and till West Bengal. This is broader part and this is narrower part. And we have very long coastline. Coastline of how much you know? 7,517 kilometers. India has a very long coastline, 7,517 kilometers. What is coastline then? Coastal plain is the area of the land which is very close to the sea. Coastal land is the area of the land along the sea coast. It is a very narrow area of land along the sea coast. Got what I am telling? What is the coastal plain? Coastal plain is the area of the land along the sea coast. Understand? This is called coastal plain. It is very narrow. It is not broad. Broad అంటే ఇట్లా పెద్దగా చిన్నగా ఉంటుంది ఇంతే ఒక బెల్ట్ లాగా. ఓకే, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ small stretch of land on both the sides, western side and eastern sides. Got what I am telling? So, in the western side we call western coastal plain and eastern side we call eastern coastal plain. So, let us first know about the western coastal plain. We talk about western coastal plain. India's coastal plain is divided into two parts. Western coastal plain, then eastern coastal plain. So, the coastal plain of total coastal plain of our country is divided into two parts. One is the western coastal plain, the other is the eastern coastal plain. So, we are going to study about these two parts of the coastal plain in detail. Let us start with our western coastal plain. Say, well, western coastal plain starts from Gujarat and ends till Kerala. Understand? Ends in Kerala. So, this is the broader part, very broad. Then it becomes little narrow. But when coming to Kerala, it becomes very, very narrow. Like a belt, small belt. So, this is the part of western coastal plain in our country. And we divide western coastal plain in three parts. Western coast is divided into three parts. What are they? Let me tell you. So you are clear about the western coastal plain, eastern coastal plain. We are talking about western coastal plain. So Gujarat, it is called Kathiawar coast. Kathiawar coast. And Maharashtra and Goa together, it is Gujarat, G. Then Maharashtra and Goa together, it has Konkan coast. Konkan coast. Understand, this part is Kathiawar coast. Here we have Gulf of Khambat. Gulf is a narrow stretch of sea water towards the land. Then here it is Maharashtra. Then here small state called Goa is there. This particular part is called Konkan coast. Then coming in India also we have, in Karnataka also we have some coastal area, and then comes Kerala. This is called Karnataka and Kerala. We call it Malabar coast. Malabar coast. So these are the three parts of western coastal plain of our country. The western coastal plain starts from Gujarat, ends at the tip of Kerala. Okay. So in Gujarat it is broader. When it comes to Maharashtra and Goa it becomes little narrower, and Karnataka and Kerala it is fully narrow. So Gujarat coastal plain is called Kathiawar coast. Maharashtra and Goa coast is called Konkan coast. Karnataka and Kerala coast is called Malabar coast. So these are the three different parts of eastern coastal plain. So the upper part Gujarat state is called Kathiawar coast. Maharashtra and Goa together it is called Konkan coast, and Karnataka and Kerala together it is called Malabar coast. So these are the three different parts of western coastal plain. Then roughly I speak about even eastern coastal plain also. Here it is narrower. Eastern coastal plain is broader than western coastal plain. Eastern coastal plain, this is eastern coastal plain. This is western coastal plain. If you compare, eastern coastal plain is broader than the western coastal plain, and it is divided into two parts only. Northern Sarkars and one more name. Northern Sarkars, Andhra coast and Coromandel coast. Again three. Northern Sarkars, we have two states, West Bengal and Odisha. Andhra coast, Andhra Pradesh. Then Coromandel coast. Here comes Tamil Nadu. Okay. So West Bengal, Odisha together it is called Northern Sarkars. Andhra coast, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu, it is called, what I said, Coromandel coast. Like this in three parts, it is also divided. Then eastern coastal, western coastal plain and eastern coastal plain meet at the point here, southern tip, which is called Kanyakumari. Kanyakumari. And this part, hills, where they meet together is called Nilgiri Hills. One more thing to tell is, here, this coastal plain is separated from the mainland by two hill ranges, two mountain ranges I can say. Western coastal plain is separated from the mainland with the Western Ghats. These are called Western Ghats. Ghats means hills. Western Ghats and eastern coastal plain and the mainland is divided by, is separated by Eastern Ghats. Eastern Ghats. See, this is the coastal area. Here are the hills. So this area, stretch of land is close to the sea. So we call it coastal plain. Then after the other side of these hills is the mainland, southern plateau. Same way here also. So what we can say, Western Ghats separate the coastal plain from the mainland, and the same way Eastern Ghats also separate the coastal plains from the mainland. And these two ghats, range of mountains, meet at the point hill called Nilgiri Hills. Nilgiri Hills. So, Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats mountain ranges, they meet at the hill point called Nilgiri Hills. Okay, next to know about these coastal plains is one thing shall I tell you. Why it is called coastal plain? Because this side we have Arabian Sea, western side we have Arabian Sea, eastern side we have Bay of Bengal, and in the south we have Indian Ocean. So India is surrounded by three main water bodies: Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean. So this part of the land has three sides water and one side land, upper side. So this is called peninsula. Indian peninsula we call. This part of India which is surrounded by water on all three sides and one side land, it is called the Indian peninsula. And this area, Khambat coast we call here it. Coastal area. It is used for import and export. Understand? Now let us know about which states come under western coast. So first of all we are studying about western coastal area today. 1 minute. Let me draw here one small sketch of coastal plain. Here it is Gujarat, here it is West Bengal. So our coastal line is from Gujarat till West Bengal it stretches. Here Arabian Sea is there, here Bay of Bengal is there. Here Indian Ocean is there. So these three water bodies are surrounding India. So seeing it, India is triangular shape, and then this our western coastal plain. Why we call it coastal plain? Because it is a narrow stretch of land very close to the sea. It is called a coastal plain, and the coastal plain is separated from this mainland with these mountains called Western Ghats. In the east also, the coastal plain is separated from mainland by the Eastern Ghats. So now my point is, we spoke about this coastal plains. What are they and how are they? Gujarat is called Kathiawar coast. Mumbai and Goa are called Konkan coast. Karnataka and Kerala are called Malabar coast. So which states come under western coastal plain? Western coastal plain. Which states come? One Gujarat. Second Maharashtra. Third Goa. Fourth Karnataka. Only one city which is in coastal plain, that is Mangalore. Fifth is Kerala. These are the main states which come under western coastal plain. So we are going to study about these states as the part of western coastal plain. First let us take Gujarat. Gujarat is broader, right? Main cities here are Gandhinagar, Ahmedabad, Surat, etc. And here Gulf of Khambat, our Kandla coast is there, which is used for export and import of the things. And this area is famous for making salt. Here the seawater is evaporated to extract, salt. Gandhinagar is the capital of Gujarat. People here speak Gujarati language and their main festival is Dasara, where their folk dance is called Ras Garba. Ras Garba, okay. Then textile industries have come up here. Textile industries are the main industries of this area. Coming to Maharashtra, Mumbai is the biggest coast, which is known as the commercial capital of India. Lot of business takes place from Mumbai. Mumbai is the busiest coast in India, we can call. Understand? So here near Mumbai, in the sea, many oil wells are dug. I mean, petroleum reserves are found in the sea near Mumbai, which place is called Bombay High. Understand? There oil refinery is there. In Gujarat also, Ankaleshwar is the place where oil reserves are there. Where oil reserves are there. Then Maharashtra, and here what do they grow? Wheat, cotton, etc. In Maharashtra also, pulses, wheat, oil seeds, cotton are grown. So in Mumbai also textile industry has grown up and many other very important large scale industries you can find in Mumbai. Understand? People here speak Marathi and Konkani language. Konkani is the nearest language for Marathi, I can say. Then comes Karnataka. Very small coastal area it has, wherein one artificial seaport is built, that is Mangalore. Then comes Kerala, which is very, very narrow area in the coastal place. Understand? Here, mostly people, especially this Konkan coast is rocky, hilly area. Up to the sea also, sometimes the hills you can see. And here, what to say? 1 minute. Gir National Park is there in Gujarat, and so lighthouses you can see here in Mumbai. Lighthouses you can see which warn the ship about the hills which are inside the sea. So this Mumbai and Goa both are the coastal cities, coastal areas of Konkan coast, which have very rocky hills all around. Mostly, some of the hills even stretch up to the shore of the sea. So here you find lighthouses. Lighthouses are the light poles which show, which warn the ships about the hills hidden in the sea. Understand? So Goa, Maharashtra capital is Mumbai. Understand? It is the largest seaport of India and important business and industrial center. I told you. Understand? I told you about Bombay. Goa is famous for its beaches. Understand? Panaji is the capital of Goa. Panaji is the capital of Goa. Majority of people are farmers and fishermen here. Understand? Many people are farmers and fishermen. Here, along the coast, Malabar coast and Konkan coast, you find many coconut trees. In Kerala, Karnataka, you find along the beach lot of coconut trees. And spices are grown here, like what to say, especially in Kerala, cocoa, coffee, spices like cardamom, pepper are grown here. Understand? And Goa is famous for beaches. St. Francis Xavier's Church and Mahalakshmi Temple and Fort Agoda are the places which people visit every year. Then comes Kerala. Thiruvananthapuram is the capital of Kerala. Rice, coconut, rubber, cocoa, coffee and spices are grown here. Here, this area has very thick forests on the slopes of the Western Ghats. Understand? People come here to spend their hot summers. Understand? And Kerala is considered to be the most literate state of India. Means here each and every person knows how to read and write. Okay. Then it is famous for its lagoons also. Lagoons are backwater lakes. Sea water stretches into the land like lakes. They are called lagoons. They are used for boat races during Onam. Onam is the main festival of Kerala, during which boat races are held here. Snake boat races. Then Kathakali and Mohiniyattam are the regional dance forms of this area. Coming to, and this is all about the Western Coastal Plain. Understand? Tomorrow I am going to teach you Eastern Coastal Plain. This is all about Western Coastal Plain only. Again tomorrow, first I revise Western Coastal Plain, then I go to Eastern Coastal Plain. So, you are going to read 47 and 48 page, 46, 47 and 48 page till Kerala. Down I have to teach tomorrow. Please do read the lesson. Okay. So, thank you. Here we stop for today. Tomorrow we will proceed with the topic Eastern Coastal Plains. Thank you, children.